Hello, good morning. You're welcome. How are we all doing today? All right, I am so excited. I don't know about you, but personally, I'm so excited that we are about to go into this incredible transformational challenge. All right, so I'm looking forward to seeing transformed families, transformed individuals, okay, and of course, we're going to transform the world. That's the idea, because once we influence the world, we influence our families, we're influencing the world. So we're about to, this is a movement, we're on a mission to bring the right transformation that we want to see. And we have talked enough. It's time to implement, it's time to do the work. All right. So you're welcome to day one of our 10 days challenge on crafting, or more like creating, our family screen time plan. Is so essential. I know most of us joined in on the Zoom webinar meeting we had, and I was able to explain what screen time is, and I still want to reiterate what screen time is here before we get into the work. All right, so screen time, what is screen time? Screen time is the time we spend on screen for entertainment or fun purpose, aside educational work or work related purpose. Okay, so now we are going to we want to learn how to tackle the screen time addiction issues that is prevalent in our society, that is affecting our children, is affecting our lives, is affecting the bonding that should happen within the family, and is actually a very big issue. And over time we have seen that screen time addiction is also similar to drug abuse addiction. So we can't afford to have that in our homes. So I want to commend you, everyone that came in to join in this challenge. It shows that you are intentional, you want to see, you want to make a difference in your family, you want to raise your children differently, you just want to have a beautiful family. And I want to commend you on taking this great step. All right, so day one, we're going to, I will send you a script of what all the days, actually, what it will look like, the things we are going to do, the activities we are going to practice. All right, and I promise by the grace of God, it's going to be very interesting, so that it will keep us moving. All right, so one of the most essential things about this challenge is that we're in a group already, and that means we have other people within the group. So I would like it to be very interactive, and then we will introduce ourselves. Everyone will introduce themselves, what you do, and how many your children are. Introduce yourself, make it we are like a family, right? And because we want to achieve a particular purpose. So we're going to introduce ourselves, and then as the challenge is going on, we're going to be talking about even our own challenges while trying to execute the activities that will be given. So we will interact with each other and share our problems, and I believe it's going to be transformational. I believe it's going to be transformational. So the screen time challenge has started today, and you will see our rules, more like what will guide us. I know that we are all matured here. We know what being in a group should be like, and how this group, we are not here to play. We are not here to play. We are here to transform lives. We are here to see a difference within our life. I believe that nobody came here, and nobody that is here is not serious. It takes a serious person to be here. So we're here to do something very serious. So it's advised that we keep to the rules of that guides this group, and make sure that with the content we are dishing out has to do with the challenge we came here to achieve. All right, so after the challenge, we will know what else will happen. We will move on. We will know what this group we might crash this group and start something else. So let us actually work within the vision of the reason why this group is being created, right? So introduction, So the one is introduction. I've talked about the rules, which will send to your will send to the group. Then I've already reviewed what screen time addiction means, and then I think I talked a little about how it damages the brain. Okay, the brain chemical called dopamine is a very good chemical, actually. Is a hormone, and it plays a very good role. But in our system, it helps us, it encourages us to do certain activities, healthy activities. All right, it's actually an encouragement hormone. Let me use that word, because when you eat, it's released in your brain. It floods your whole system to make you feel good. All right, so that means it encourages you to eat. All right, so when you do certain activities, healthy activities, actually, this hormone is being released in small spots. All right, so but in a situation you indulge in unhealthy activities, instead of being released in small spots, it's released in large surges. And this large surge, continuous release in these large surges, like the screen time, excessive consumption of content on the screen, it's released in large surges, and these large surges goes to damage the parts of our brain, go to damage our brain, and this is where it's so unhealthy. Okay, and you could imagine a child, that's why I'm so passionate when it comes to children, a child that his brain or her brain has not fully developed, undergoing this type of damage. It's very, very harmful. And one thing good about the brain, especially the brain of children, is that there's a process called neuroplasticity, meaning that the brain can rebound back, the brain can rewire back to the normal state. Okay, so that's one thing good about the human brain. But unfortunately, if it goes on for a very, very, very long time, all right, it can turn into a permanent damage. But let me believe that most of us, or most of our children, have not gotten to that state of permanent damage. So if we have to put in the work right now, because in their schools, screens are used, at home, screens are used, everywhere, at the workplaces, screens are used. So if a child is not equipped to manage screen right now, it's going to turn out to be very, very damaging in the future. So this is what we want to fight against right now. So then what we're going to practice, I'm going to talk about, is called the phone detox. That is one activity we're going to undergo in this first day. Phone detox. We'll also send the material in that regard, where you read it up. Why do we have to detox our phone? We always talk about going through body detox. Now we're going to go through phone detox. Why? Phone is one device that is now attached to us. When you see me, you see my phone. I don't know whether you've experienced that. Whoever you see will always have his phone with you. You always have your phone with you. That means it's not part of your life. So, meaning that you are going to pay attention to this device that they have, people that have manufactured, that is not attached to you. You can't seem to do without your phone these days. So that means we have to look into that phone and make sure that it's not controlling you. The phone, you are the one in charge of your phone, not your phone being in charge of you. So we're going to detox as much as we're going to go through, people go through body detox, we're going to now detox our phone. It's now part of our body. So you go through phone detox, and then that means we're going to walk and look at the contents within our phone. What are the things we have within our phone? So one is that we are going to delete unused apps. It's time to delete those apps that you don't use. So you need to actually select a particular day of the time of the day where you can practice this, you can do this. So we are going to give us, every day, all of us here are going to give us the things you did, so that I'll be sure that we are actually practicing. The thing is that if we don't practice the things we are saying here, we cannot have the results that we want. So enough of talking about it. It's now time to do it. So delete apps that you don't use. Why do we do that? These apps have a way of distracting us. When you have so much on your phone, and it makes you to lack focus. So we can't afford to have so many of these things on our phone, and aside that, it gets our phones overloaded. Some of our phones are not really working at its optimum efficiency because of so much of these apps we use. So when you look at your phone, you can see some apps you have opened in the past 3 to 6 months. Delete them. That means you don't need them. And when you need them, you go download them. All right. So go down, delete apps. All right, that can contribute to your distractions. Then 2, turn off notifications. That is part of notification of distracting apps actually. So if you're someone that works on Gmail, maybe at work, leave your Gmail notification. Probably you get a lot of messages that has to do with your work, fine. But when you have things like Facebook, please, it's not part of your work. Okay, for instance, maybe if you're not a Facebook content creator, you don't have much, you're not selling anything on Facebook. Even when you are selling things, I even advise, make sure you plan, because these things are very, very, very distracting without our knowledge. All right, so please turn off, go to your settings on your phone, turn off the notifications. You don't really need them of some of these apps, and then this will help you a lot. Then try screen-free breaks during your daytime. Okay, you have 24 hours within the day. Can you just squeeze out, even if it's a 5 minutes or 10 minutes away from your screen? All right, aside, okay, not really 24 hours. Okay, let me just say 8 hours, 8 working hours within the squeeze out. Just dedicate that time. You could set an alarm and say, this time, no phone. So for me, I practice that with my phone. I use it, I placed 12 o'clock in noon as a time of prayer and meditation for me. So you choose whatever time works for you, that, okay, I can just keep quiet. So wherever I am, I try to use it to place my phone away and pray. Pray is so important. So whatever you choose to do that time, make sure that you may choose not to pray, okay? So, but whatever it is, make sure that you are doing it away from your screen. So that is the third one here. Then we have 4, switch your phone to what we call grayscale setting. Looking at your phone very well, you will see a setting in the phone that says grayscale. Grayscale is it has a way, especially it's good in the night time, all right, that you be able to reduce the color. Okay, it has a way of reducing the color being projected from your screen. There's something about the colorfulness and the brightness of the screen affecting your ability to be focused. Okay, so grayscale should turn the color, all right, and then it will reduce your overindulgence in the screen, especially certain apps like Instagram. They're very colorful. I advise you not to really watch them, especially in the night. Don't watch Instagram on a very colorful scale. Reduce it to the gray scale. They're all there actually to help us, but sometimes you may not know the roles this thing play. All right, so then the last one, your detox tools. I advise us, please, for this challenge to actually work, you need to get some of these tools. They are so important. They may look, you may sound old school, but it's very key. All right, you need to get an alarm clock. Again, I don't know whether you have, but again, because most of us have been using our phones as alarms. All right, no, it's very important that you have a separate. Why do we do that? The screen, the phone, especially at night, in fact, all the time, it emits this blue light that hampers our sleep. All right, so I don't know whether you've noticed, anytime you watch your phone for a very long time, especially in the night, you end up not sleeping very well. So you need to get an alarm clock that will help you to monitor your time, so that you don't have to depend on your phone screen to do that for you. You will see other numerous reasons why you need to limit. So I don't want to talk too much. I'm already on 15 minutes. I don't want it to be too long. So go get it. Even some of the things we suffer on our face, it actually comes from this blue light. It's the same. It's similar to sunlight actually. The blue light that emits from the screen, it causes this darkness around the eyes and all that. Yes, they are all related to or being caused by the phone screen light. So with this, let's run along and go do the work. God bless. Bye.